back, and today I have on one of my new shirts. This is just the classic design. It just has the Aries Garage logo, but I do have other designs. For instance, I have my, what I'm calling the 4th of July, but it's not really 4th of July, it's just the Freedom design. It's got the Aries Garage logo, but it's in red, white, and blue. And on the back, it says Freedom with the number 76, 1776. And then hang on one second. And this one I'm keeping in the bag because it's white and I don't want to get anything on it in the garage. This one says It's Therapy and it's rainbow, of course, Pride Month. And on the back it says Equally Boosted with a turbo, and it's got a snail head on it because, you know, turbos are like snails. But anyway, so Equally Boosted. So I'm really excited about these. I also have one that just says It's Therapy on the front like this. So just kind of a few classic designs as well as a few other different designs. So be sure you guys go check those out. And again, they do come in long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops, all sorts of stuff. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump into today's video. Let me start by explaining what a PCV system is and give you guys some background there. So PCV stands for Positive Crankcase Ventilation, and what that essentially means, like, you know, there's a lot of terms for it, or not really terms, there's a, the best definition to you guys essentially allow the crankcase to breathe. The crankcase being your engine, the lower half of your engine where your crankshaft is at, all that stuff that needs to be able to have air moving through it, in and out. And so your PCV system normally consists of a vacuum line going to the carburetor or intake manifold, and then on the other valve cover you'll have some sort of filter for it to allow air in. So how I have mine hooked up is I have my PCV valve, which is brand new, but I have it running to my intake manifold, and then I have a filter on the other side. But apparently mine's not working, and I believe is because I have it going to the intake manifold. Doing my research, everyone said I was good to do that, but apparently I'm not. I have a vacuum port on the bottom of the carburetor that I need to start using. I have my brake booster running to the carburetor and the PCV running to the intake manifold. It was just the easiest way to route stuff because of the direction everything was facing. So we're going to have to swap those. But anyway, so the issue I'm having is the intake, or not the intake, my rear main seal is leaking again. So there's a few different things going on. One being the crankcase pressure just building up so much that it's finding a route to push oil out of. And I believe this has been the issue since day one. I don't think I've ever really had a bad rear main seal. But anyway, so it's pushing out oil at the rear main because it's building up so much pressure. My machine shop that took care of this engine for me said that something could be wrong with the piston rings, but we don't really think that's it. He doesn't either. He just said that's always a possibility if you wanted to let us know. But I don't believe that's an issue at all. So we're going to reroute the PCB, and because, I mean, at this point, there's a good chance that it did build up so much pressure that it blew out the rear main. But I don't see that being the case. After I took apart the last rear main and looked at it and inspected it, there was no issues with it. They look perfectly fine. So I believe it's just the issue is just so much pressure, it's just finding a weak point. So today, that's what we're going to do. We're going to reroute these vacuum lines, and we're going to give it a go and make sure that the rear main's not leaking anymore, and we might have to pull the engine one more time if not, which kind of sucks. So yeah, I hate that. I just got done filming something and the GoPro's too hot, and so I had to lose all of that, and so I can't shoot in 4K right now because it got too hot. So anyway, that's one thing I've been dealing with recently is filming gets really hard because it's so hot out here that the 4K just doesn't really work. So 1080p is the best I can do, and I apologize. Anyways, I wanted to let you guys know and reassure you guys that even if I do have to pull this engine, you guys will not be getting the same content you guys have already gotten. You guys have seen me pull this engine a few times and put it back in on social media and all sorts of stuff, and I don't plan on doing that. If in the case that I do have to pull this engine again, I probably won't film it. If I do, it'll be from completely different angles and all sorts of different stuff that you guys haven't seen yet. I promised you guys in the last video that things would be moving forward, and I did not lie about that. I have every intention of keep moving forward. That being said, one way I keep moving forward, actually 3 different ways I plan on to keep moving forward, is I have 2 different series ideas. One is the hunt for the coolest car. I plan to I plan to find some local drivers, which there's tons of, that have cool cars, whether they're stock cars that are just cool cars, whatever it is. I plan to interview them, have 3 or 4 different specific criteria I want them to answer questions on, such as driving abilities, you know, does the car handle, suspension, power, stuff like that, and they're going to talk about it. They're going to give us a walk around of the car, and it's going to be oriented around them, not me, and they'll be answering a lot of the questions. And then down below in the comments, I'll have you guys rate the cars. And so I plan on growing the channel that way. Second way I plan on growing the channel is car shows. As you guys know, as I've mentioned in my other videos, in September I have my own car cruise and car show with a burnout contest, all sorts of cool stuff coming up. So there's that, but also I've been working with, or before COVID happened, I was working with a local company about holding weekly car shows at their place. I was just waiting until the right moment to come up there, and then COVID happened and I haven't been able to get back up there with them yet. The third way is through t-shirts. I haven't released a new design in about a week or two, just because everything's been so hectic around here. Last week was spent replacing interior doors in the house and just getting everything ready. I have a new nephew and a new niece or nephew coming, so I have two new nieces and or nephews coming, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. So the house has to get repaired and all sorts of stuff. That way we're ready for little kids running around. What else? I think that's about it. And again, this is not the video I planned for this week. I had a video where I detailed the engine and got the power steering ready, and that didn't work out for me. And I had a video tuning it, which again, I'll show you guys a clip of that at some point in this video. I'll show you guys a clip of that. And so everything was going pretty good. I was on track, and then just kind of got the bad news, and I took the news a little hard about the rear main. I assumed the crank was bad or something, and it was a bad day, and I'm still not feeling really great about it because there's still a chance that it could be leaking, but we'll find out. But I wanted to update you guys and let you guys know. So one really cool thing I did that I never filmed or anything like that is I got the interior all back together for the most part. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. So we have our tack gauge, we have our oil pressure gauges and everything back together, and it's just really clean in here now other than the fact it needs to be vacuumed. So everything's ready on the inside. The car is ready to be driven. It really is. It's just dealing with this rear main. Since the very beginning, I wanted to put something together that I could trust every day, not have to check the oil every single day. And so I wanted everything to be ready. And we're working there, we're getting closer. And I have really great ideas for content coming up to keep moving forward. So you guys, I don't know what I was trying to say. So I hope you guys stay tuned. And again, I apologize for the slack of kind of content here, but an update video was the best thing I could do. I will be recording fixing the PCV, but I wanted to just update you guys here. I don't have the stuff here to fix it today, so I wanted to update you guys and just let you guys know where we're at and give you guys some sort of video. So I hope you guys stay tuned, and don't forget to check out my shirts. I'll have the link down below, and I'll catch you guys later.